Okay, so we're gonna try and apply a little bit of product here. So this is what I'm using. I'm just N-Tube or Slut Slab. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but just FYI, that's what I'm trying out. I'm trying out a bunch of different products here, so we're giving this stuff a try. This is diluted. I went ahead and marked on there what it is, and I got my steam cleaner. So we're gonna throw some cleaner and some steam at this thing, a little microfiber cloth action, and see how it comes out. So yeah, without further ado, you want to be careful. This can go on pretty much anything other than electronics and suede. Yeah, so not suede, not electronics, but everything else we're good for. So just gonna get it with the, trying to avoid getting it onto, ooh, sheesh, the electronics here. Just got on my hand though, holy crap. Yeah, and then we're gonna hit this thing with some steam. It's gonna get steamy up in here. On there. Let me get out of the way so you get some natural light on it. Pretty clean. And it feels clean too, is the main thing. Nice hot water. With the real hot stuff. Oh yeah. And we're gonna do steam clean all of literally everything, but this is to give it a do. Steam cleaning works really well, especially just to pick up the ickies. This part is kind of icky still. I might redo that a little bit more here. Okay, we got the compressor going. Got some compressed air in here. Blowing all the extra on there. The only place there would really be leather on this is like vinyl. Pretty sure this is hard plastic vinyl too. So just this part and this part of the leather on this. What you're gonna do is slather on this kind of thing. Make sure that you do your best to try to avoid the plastic stuff. You might even be better off just spray it on a microfiber cloth and wipe it on there, but this stuff I really like. Slather, I really like this stuff. This is good stuff right here. Works fantastic on leather seats and such. So we have not done, we did what, the basic cleaning on these? So just the floor here, and then we're gonna do some slather and hit these things up and let it sit, and come back through and clean it up. I think I might hit it with the steam cleaner first. Probably hit it with steam first, and then we'll come back and hit it with the slather too. So the steam, as you can see, does pretty dang good work. So pretty well swear by the steam. Okay, let's do a little seat steaming. So steaming demon. So just a power steamer. These things are great. Get it from Walmart. Works fantastic on stuff like this. What you're trying to see, they'll get after it. Beautiful. Oh, so much better. It's like giving them a hot bath. That will pull all the icky out of the pores, so that way I can give it a good once over cleaning. And then we'll hit it with the slather. And then we'll hit it with the leather conditioner. This thing should look quite nice. Okay. Seat's looking pretty clean. We're gonna see what we can do off the side of this. Yeah, that looks. We need some love. So off the side of this seat. I have an airbag there, so I'm not trying to be super cautious about that. Eventually I'm going to open it, I'll do the outside of that. Yucks. See what a little steam does for this stuff, just for funsies. And this is hot as shit, so be careful. Woo! Fiber. Should get all that icky off of it. Yep. Steam, steam, steam. Woo! And we're doing this whole damn thing. Goodness gracious. Whew. All right. Well, it's looking pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Dang clean. I gotta do the headrest still, but not too shabby. Doesn't look a lot different, but if you could feel it, you'd know what I mean. Oh man, it feels so much cleaner. Okay, now I think I want to get this freaking door panel, or excuse me, not the door panel, this door jamb is just driving me nuts. Just sitting in it with the rest of the stuff clean and it being sticky is, God. Okay, so most of stage 1 for this corner done. Oh, I'm gonna steam whole door panel real quick. I think we're gonna need a whole lot for that. That's too hard to say. So the whole door jamb. Oh, the floor there. Pretty icky. Doesn't take much to clean it, thankfully. Especially with our handy dandy steamer. Okie dokie. There you go. Much better. Put the beans to that part, I'll tell you what. Alright, so your door seal before or after, I should say. Right, so much better. We're getting there. So this doorway and this driver's seat area for the most part is not as better than it was, but I gotta do the door itself still. Amongst other areas. Yeah, so much better. So it's good to get this door seal a good wipe down. Stuff good. Cool. Yeah, it looks so much better. Okay, need to re-steam. Refill my steam. Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of your way here so you can actually see this stuff. So much better. It's super well. Yeah. As compared, you can see how shiny it is. Alright, this was all gross. So much better. And again, making sure you're doing the forgotten parts like the under part down here, the back sides of the door and stuff like that. All these areas right here, this stuff all deteriorates. As you can see, if we don't take care of it, this stuff will come apart, so now I have to replace this entire seal. I'm just cleaning it because, again, I like to do the whole job and do it the right way. So I might have missed a little spot up in there to get up in there, but I gotta replace that seal anyway. So anyhow, yeah, there's door number 1 done. So still want to go over it, check and see if I missed any spots, and then do the leather cleaning. I know, right? Yeah, there's more to cleaning the leather than just that even. I'll go through and do the slather on that. And then do the leather treatment. So. But again, I'm going to go through every other door just like this process, so I'll spare you the process on that. I'll record a little bit, but I'm just going to sort of give you a montage on all 4 of these as I get to them. But I'm going to go through and do door panel, door jamb, seat on all 4 corners. Same steps we did, and then yeah, I'll come back to you. And then we'll circle into doing the slather and all that stuff. All right, cool. Okay, we're gonna do interior detail and steam work. We're gonna start working on dash, center console, and such, just for the heck of it. Ooh, a little bit of battery life left. We're gonna see how far we're gonna get. Okay, probably shouldn't wear shorts for this. It might get a little hot. We shall see. Alright, we're just gonna hit it with the N2,
I might actually hit into on a rag and hit all this because I'm not sure if I really want to get it on. Okay, so I'm actually going to switch to another product, Chemical Advisors Total Interior Cleaner. This way I can use this is something that can go on literally everything. It's not going to cause any issues, so we're going to use this stuff. I'm going to hit this thing up and go from there. That's what we can do. I just forget to freaking do that. If you can, try to throw down a... That's still hitting my legs. Wow! Okay. Total cleaner! Hopefully not get it on, oops, knock you down. Hopefully not get it too much on the seat or my leg. So, shaving cream brush. It's really, really good for this kind of stuff. Getting down in them cracks and crevices. Additionally, this guy will work good for that too. So the idea here is we want to loosen up all of the, oh yeah, you can already see it starting to loosen up here. It's like all that brown in there. We want to loosen all that up. Try to work that out of there. So that is actually still a lot of ickiness in the steering wheel, and you can see it's starting to come out of there. And we haven't even hit this with the steam yet. So we'll get all up in these buttons and things. Because again, there's lots of ickies all up in all of this. Whether it looks like it or not, it definitely is. Matter of fact, we're probably gonna need more than that, but we'll hit it with the steam, wipe it off a little bit, and see what happens. Oh yes. Satisfying it is, I'll tell you what. Transformation is what I'm after. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that burned my leg. The second part is I can't really see the back, so I'm gonna have to like wing it to do the back and get up in these crevices more, but you can see the majority of it. So much better. Get all that brown out of the cracks. Still gonna have to go through and do, kind of hard to see, but like in here you can see the brown still. Where I got it there, but not a big deal. Again, we're just getting it the best we can for the moment. Yeah, this is gonna look so much better. It already looks the world's better, but let's keep at it. Really needed. Yeah. Okay, I'll try and do this again, ideally without spraying it frickin' everywhere. I'm mostly trying to get the back side of that wheel. This part, the buttons, everything, that all looks clean. I think we're good there. Just mostly getting the back side of this wheel. Man, if you could just feel how clean that feels. You can actually feel the grains. I thought you should be able to feel the grain on all this stuff. It shouldn't be smooth, in reality. It seems like you would think, oh yeah, it should be smooth, right? But no. It should not be smooth. It's a textured surface. Oh yeah. So much better. A little bit of wear on the top of the steering wheel. I've had a few owners that were this guy. I'm not that guy. I like to hold down here, so. Cool. Now, just all this nastiness. Cool, but yeah, so much better. Again, you can see it got all the cracks and crevices. It's 100 times better. Alright, so this whole mess now. Let's see what we can do. Excellent. Pre-soak this a little bit because it's pretty damn nasty. This whole damn area. There's a lot of stickies on the buttons on this stuff. So we should be getting towards the end of the steam, so that way hopefully won't be as much water in there. Okie dokie. Now comes the fun part. Let's see what we can do here. I'm coming with the little guy. See what I can do to get up these buttons and such. Well, this is pretty difficult stuff to get into and get to clean. I'm hoping the steam will help us out with this. Not a large sense, but a large amount of brushes are definitely going to be involved in this. There's a lot of cracks and crevices on these things. I think I'm going to look at that right now. I'm not even going to look at that right now. Minimal water, maximum quickness in cleaning this shit up. And then I'm gonna get the air gun out and blast this off really pretty quickly here. Just to minimize ideally the amount of water that gets into anything. So we don't want water in the shit. Firstly, we just want to clean it. That fucking couple, there's another story, we're gonna come back to that. Hey, stop it! Stop showing the people that. Okay. Let's see if we can. Fuck no. Forgot to plug the damn compressor back in, so kind of a fail on my part. Not supremely helpful. Would have been better to be prepared ahead of time, but it's enough to get the water out of the buttons. Whoops. Yeah, that looks 100 times better. Holy crap. Alright, so just an FYI. Ooh, about to run out of battery. Yeah, you can see, if you recall the beginning of this, just how dirty this stuff was. Holy moly. And again, that's nothing to say anything against the person or persons who owned this before. That's strictly just the way that use goes. Life goes by, people forget or just neglect to take care of their stuff, and you know, it happens. Especially with cars, we just get in them, we drive them, we get out of them at our destination, go home, forget about them. You know, I'm a car guy, so it's different for me. So this kind of stuff is my thing. I love doing this kind of stuff. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, this thing is so crispy clean. Once we get it all dialed out, it's gonna be nice. Do need to replace that door panel though, because that door panel is pretty toasty. I don't think it's fixable. Hello, baby spider! Hello, jumping spider! You don't need to be up in here, homie. Fuck out of here. I don't mind jumping spiders, but does not need to be in the car. Okay, cool. I just need to do this e-brake and then the center console lid itself, and we'll go from there. So e-brake handle lid. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna do console lid. this guy pretty much moved from here, wrap up this part, go up on the dash. So, not too bad. Oh yeah, so much better. All right, so most of the dash is pretty clean. I'm gonna do the console and the rest of this area and just kind of work my way over the whole top of it, but otherwise, yeah, we're getting there. You're getting there. You want to be especially careful around this stuff, because again, you can have some issues if you get water in there. So I'm doing my best to not get water in there at all. But yeah, otherwise, let's get it. Let's get the rest of this. I'm not going to use too much steam in this area, really. Just a wee bit. I need to get these. Make sure you get the switches, like the signal stocks or whatever, too. They can get really icky, and these are hard to get clean. So just get yourself a good brush. Be diligent, get into the cracks and crevices. These can be really, really, really icky. Imagine these are one of the most handled pieces of a car in reality. That's why I like these brushes. Really, really good for this. Spot to get into. I don't get too much in here, but that's fucking weird. Blow motor's on. What did I press? Fucking weird. Well, that's fucking weird. That we're gonna have to take a look at. That could be an issue. The fucking weird part is that doesn't even work when the car is on, so I'm confused as hell as to why the fuck that's on right now. Be interesting. Lovely. Yo, that was freaking weird. Not sure what it was doing there. Could be a slight issue we're gonna have to address. That could be the reason the battery was even dead to begin with. But it's odd, that doesn't work when the car is on, so I'm like, that was one of the things I need to fix with this thing, so I'm kind of like, what the hell is happening here? I've done it again, but that's odd. So we know it works, blower works. So that's kind of a bonus. Weird. All right, well, I'm gonna move to the other side, and do other side stuff now, because this is all looking good. So much better to sit in now. Holy crap, that was really icky. Look at the landscape, it's quite clean. Okay, we're on the other side now. So that was popping out. I'm not sure why it's not popping out. I think it's literally stuck with gook. So, and we're gonna do, there isn't a ton to do on this side. We're gonna do the side of the console right here, do the under part, and do the rest of the, just basically this little section and clean these guys, and then move on to, oh, okay. Oh, damn it, keep hitting buttons. Oh yeah, there's mold like on the, that right there. Ew. Okay, so you should be popping out right now. But you're not. What's happening? There it goes. Oh yeah, gross. How crusty that is. Yeah, that would be why that sucker does not want to come out. It is crusty. So I think if we clean this thing up real good, it'll probably function just fine. But man, it's mad. Sadly, I have to spray it right where my other stuff was already cleaned at. So we're gonna go like this. I can hopefully shield it a little bit at least. The door handle's gotta go. Alright, cool. Much better. Okay, so whole dash all clean. Center does better, and the center console too. I just gotta clean this little section right here, but I'll do that while I do the seat. Otherwise, hell yeah. Cool. So that's gonna do it for this side. I know we figured out where this thing came from. So I came up with that concept for that cup holder, but I don't think that's fixable unless I get a whole new cup holder assembly for that, but oh well.